it comes to choosing your products you're going to use for your garden, you've got basically three choices. You've either got concrete products, natural sandstone products, or porcelain products. Differences between the three: obviously concrete is a bit cheap and nasty, not all that exciting to look at. So your main two choices are always going to be sandstone or porcelain. If I would say, if you were living in an urban area where there's not so much greenery about and stuff, I would say go for stone. If you were living in an area where there's lots of bushes and trees and stuff like that, I would say go for porcelain. The main reason is natural stone can dirty quite quick with algae. So you might find having a new patio done and literally 6 months later, it's not the same colour as it was, it's going slightly green. You don't get that problem with porcelain. And the other benefit with porcelain, it comes in loads of colours, pretty much every colour of the rainbow. So yeah, think carefully about choosing your products. Get the right product for your garden. That's my little top tip on choosing stuff. So when you're taking on your projects, I normally use all my hire stuff from Travis Perkins. I get a digger for about $250 a week and a dumper truck for about $200 a week. Yeah, get the right equipment, save your back, don't do it with a shovel. This is my go-to measuring tool. I've had it now about a year and a half, maybe, something like that. One of the best purchases I've bought. So let me give you a close look. This is the business end. This is where all the measurements are actually taken from. So I'm going around corner to corner, placing this into every corner I'm actually measuring, and you'll draw it up in a 3D design on the Mosier app as well. So everything's on screen as you're walking around and doing it. Some of the tips for using it is to keep it as level as possible whilst you're actually moving around. Try not to go up and down and stuff like that, then it's just going to confuse it. So keep it as level as possible and no sudden twisting movements. You will have to turn it, but just slowly turn it. And obstacles as well. If you've got obstacles to walk around, that's absolutely fine. As long as it's flat, that's all you need to do. The rest of it, it'll all figure it out for you. There's so much more it does as well. Elevation and whatnot. It's over my pay grade to know everything about it. But I will be doing one coming up in the future where Mosier is actually going to come down and give you all the technical information. But this is me measuring out the job for a start. So let's get cracking and let's turn this bad boy on. Hold on. So my measurements are 93.51 linear meters, which is great because that's what the border is going to be around the property. And we have 85.71 meters square. So now I've got that calculation. Now I can figure out exactly how much type 1 MOT hardcore I need, or whatever material you might be using, and I've instantly got a calculation. So this has only taken me, say, 5 minutes to do. So now I can actually go into the customer, Now I know how many meters squared it is, 85. I can times that by my rate of the product we're actually using, and I can give the customer there and then price on how much the job's going to cost. Because what I used to do before was to go around, take a sketch, draw a little sketch in my book, put measurements to the sketch, go back to the house, calculate it all out. Possibly I didn't do the sketch properly and I was a little, something might have gone wrong. And bring the customer up, tell them the price, and jobs done from there onwards. But the usual issue is when I'm pricing up jobs, say I price up 10 jobs, I only get 2. Those 8 jobs where I've had to go price up and I've had to do the calculation, write out the quote, send it to them, and they say no, it wastes my time. So if I can have a calculation there and then on the spot, it takes me 5 minutes, I can tell the customer how much it's going to cost, I'll instantly know if the customer is ready to take the job on or not. So absolutely fantastic tool. I'm so glad Moja and myself are working together to try and promote it, because I know quite a lot of people don't actually have it yet. Great for landscapers, that's my profession. So for me, it's great. Other people, they'll find use for it as well. So there we go, job done. Now I know how much it is. I can say how much the price is going to be. Job's a good one. Thanks a lot, Moja. Hope everybody has a great summer, especially if you purchase one of these. Quote Tidy Bricks. I'll put the link in the description below, and you get 10% off if you buy yourself one. So enjoy the summer. Speak to you all soon. Tidy. 85 meters squared. So what I'll do now, I'll show you that on screen. I'll show you the app I use. It's called Source for Me. Brilliant app. So what I'll do, I'll put it on screen in the corner now, somewhere. Hang on, I'll put it about there. I'll type in 85 by 1 by 100 mil. Voila. And that should be the amount of hardcore I need. Great tool. So great tool for the app measuring out, and another great tool then for calculating exactly what materials you need. So measurements most important part as well, obviously. And depth in the UK, we use a flexible bed. We use type 1 MOT, and it's got to be 100 mil. You guys in Australia and America and stuff, seems like you all put it on concrete. But in this country, we don't. We put everything on a flexible bed. So, yeah, we want 150 mil. Let's get the tape measure out. So, yeah, here in the UK, we're after 150 mil, top to bottom. So, we got 100 mil for the hardcore, then we got 30 mil cement and 20 mil for the tile. Total preparation depth, 150 millimeters. So drainage now, this is the next tip, is drainage, how to actually do it. This is a soak away, which we're going to put over here. I didn't want to tap into that because that's the poo one. So we're going to put a soak away into there so it's nice and clean. And the drainage is going to come from this end over here, nice and straight to this point. Put the soak away into there. Connect it up to some pipes, drainage solution solved. So we're going to pour a concrete slab on top with some rebar. Concrete slab's been poured now on top of there, so soak away is now complete. Yeah, always make sure you got the right equipment for the job. Get yourself a table saw, you can hire them, and make sure you get the appropriate blade for the material you're using. That's a stone blade because I'm using stone. Get yourself a porcelain blade if you're using porcelain. Right, so when you're trying to get your levels ready for tiling, I want the water to go this way to head towards the drainage. So make sure the water is heading in the right direction, and you want the bubble just to be slightly past the line, and the water then will run off no problem. So the other tip is as well, when you're actually laying your tiles, get the cement as level as possible before you start, because that'll just make it so much easier, not so much banging about. If you've got a big trowel like this, try use something like this as well. You can see and get it all nice and flat in one go. I've got my string line here, so I know my height there, and I know my height for this tile. So we got this nice and level. Any little low patches, put another bit of cement in it. Tap it there. Right, that looks good to go. So there are little devices you can buy as well to help. I've got these Vite clips. It's not 100% necessary, but little things do actually come in handy. So I'll tuck that under there. I can't tuck one under there because that one's already from yesterday. So, right. Now this is in. Now what we need to do on the sides here, we need to pull some cement away so it doesn't go up the joint. When it's pulled away, then give it the wiggle as I like to say. And that just lifts it a little bit, makes it easier to tap down. So when this part is now prepared, over here we got a tile with a primer on it. Come and have a look at the primer. Primer is so necessary. The reason because of it, you think that now, that's got cement, wet cement all over it. The cement mix we're using wet, so obviously the two of them together are going to glue better. If you don't put a primer on the back of it, there's a hell of a lot less chance it's actually going to bind properly. So make sure you prime it first. To make life easier as well, when you're laying, if you've got something like this, a grabo, you don't have help. I'll show you. So now I can pick it up with one hand, and I don't have to bend down as far to actually lay the tile. That actually saved me from going right down here. A little bit better on the back line here, one-handed, smash in. So that is the tip on laying tiles. If you keep that going, job's good. Everything should be fine from there on. Yeah, cool. That's that tip done. So pathing yesterday. Now we've got to remove the Vite clips. So I just remove them by kicking them that direction. And so on, and so on, and so on. When you finish with the clips, just unscrew the red bit from the plastic, throw away the piece in the middle, keep the red top, use it again. Happy campers. So hopefully you found this video useful of just tips and stuff, all things you should know before you start your project. Follow those simple rules and you got a head start. So hope you liked the video, like and subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Later.